Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. I don't want any complaints now in the chat, people. Overlay should be good. All right. So here we are. Third game of this best of 7. Seed takes the first game on Frost. He took the last game as well on Yonsu. This will be the third map in the best of 7. Top right position representing Australia. Playing as the Red Terran, it is Iaguz. And his opponents in the top left playing for himself. Usually he's playing for a team. He was on FXO and SeedfOu. I believe he's teamless at this point. Playing under the ID Sweetly, it is the Teal Protoss Seed. The chat, you want the overlay. The overlay is on. Like, let's not even troll now, people. You wanted the overlay, I gave the overlay. People want the other overlay. I'm not gonna do that. You have to watch. This is a much more beautiful overlay. There's a lot more colorful things going on. Okay, so third game. Iaguz, kind of curious to see what he's gonna do in this game. Down 2 games in a best of 7 against a very, very good player, of course, being Seed. And even though he's a GSL champion, quite a long time ago, he was known to be kind of the best Protoss for a little bit of time. Now, there's people out there that will say MC is the best Protoss. Of course, MC's personality is very, very hard to keep up with. But Seed is definitely still, in my opinion, a very, very good Korean Protoss player. And it's always hard to stay competitive at this kind of state in Heart of the Swarm, where everyone's just getting better and practicing and joining all these teams and getting better practice partners, all that stuff. Oh, I guess Iaguz is just like, hey, come on in, probe. You're welcome to come in. Okay, so Habitation Station. If you guys are not familiar with the map, recently added to the Blizzard map pool. Let's talk a little bit about how it's designed, as we see just very normal openings so far from both sides. Just a quick Reaper expand, or just a quick gas opening from Iaguz, double gas opening from Sweetly, aka Seed. So normal natural base here. Usually this would be the third base for the Protoss. Now the thing that's quite cool, I guess cool in many different definitions, or quite interesting I can say, is this third base, this high yield expansion. Terran players, if they are relatively aggressive and they have a good lead in the game, this is sometimes the area they decide to take their third base on. So that can definitely be a possibility that Iaguz might decide to do in this game. Game Heart's on now, people, so it should be on from the rest of the stream. Or, back to my point, Iaguz can go ahead and take this as a third base. So definitely quite a few options open for our Terran player. But Seed's been the dude to be quite aggressive in this best of 7 series. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another early aggressive opening here from Seed. Now, I spoke to Iaguz briefly on Skype yesterday, and he let me know that he's just going to cheese his way through, but apparently he hasn't really done too many cheeses, or hasn't been given the opportunity to cheese, because Seed's been playing just some really good StarCraft. A little bit of a Mothership Course scout here for Seed, moving into the main base. Iaguz will be on top of it, already has 3 Marines in position. Natural base coming up for Iaguz. Seed doing the same thing, getting a Nexus. The only difference here is Seed is not committing to a quicker robotics facility. He's opting to actually go into Stargate. And this is quite expected. This air distance on the map is not really too far away from your opponent's main base, so I would not be surprised at all to see a quick Oracle here from Seed. There it is, quick corner boost out onto that Stargate. Iaguz teching very quickly, not adding additional barracks at all, going straight into a factory, into a starport. Quick medevac drop. In fact, I think it's going to be Widow Mines. In fact, it is going to be Widow Mines. So Iaguz switching it up a little bit, and I like that choice, not to do the same thing he's been doing throughout the early portions of this series. Always smart to mix in your build orders and to not do the same thing every single game. There's the Oracle from Seed making its way towards the main. 3 Marines is not going to be enough. Iaguz does have the Widow Mine, though. Oh, man. This is going to be really, really difficult for Seed to hold on. 1 Marine, 2 Marine, 3 Marines. Quick 3 kills onto that Oracle. And Iaguz is immediately going to burrow these Widow Mines. Now, it's going to be up to Seed to not get into the range of the Widow Mines to just lose the Oracle here. Iaguz, of course, will go ahead and lose a lot of mining time, sending in the Marines off from the natural into the main to try to help defend against this Oracle. You definitely need a lot more than 3, even 5 Marines to defend an Oracle. But now this is going to give more momentum and more confidence for Seed. He's already on 2 bases. He's going to start teching out of this Stargate play, throwing down a Twilight Council, getting +1 armor. So we'll probably be seeing quick charge here from Seed, which is something he loves doing in PvT. We did see that last game with the directly after that Blink follow-up that he opened up with. But workers killed, 6 workers killed so far, which is a decent number. I want to compare the economy, though. 41 probes to 34 SCVs. So Iaguz is not so far behind economically speaking. 54 supply to 64. Pretty obvious that Seed does have a small advantage in terms of the supply count. Tech-wise, Seed absolutely has an advantage, going directly into Storm, getting his charge, as I mentioned earlier, getting Phoenixes. So this is going to be quite a cool little army composition that Seed's going to be going for. Phoenixes, Charge Lot, and Templar. Not an army size or an army composition you see quite a bit, at least not normally in a PvT. Additional barracks being added here for Iaguz. He'll be up to 5, starting his medevac production as well. Stim on the way. +1 all the way. Or +1 on the way. All the way. Wow. Time to learn English, people. But now let's see what Seed's going to go ahead and do with this. Whoa, what an interesting little army here from Seed. 4 Phoenixes and 1 Oracle. This is quite cool. You don't really see this. I've personally never seen this before. Maybe I've seen it once or twice, but it's not something I see a lot. So Phoenixes are going to start to go to work on these SCVs, and 4 Phoenixes and Oracle are going to deal quite a bit of damage, getting himself quick 6 kills onto the SCVs. Now we have Iaguz. Will defend again. Of course, he's going to not have Stim just yet. We'll have some units to defend against this. But the longer this goes, Seed is just very, very comfortable at this point. Adding on more gateways. He already has his Templar Archives. Does he have Storm? He does have Storm already completed. And I would not be surprised to see Seed just gear up for a very strong 2-base push here. With this many gateways, he always has the option of taking a 3rd base towards this location or just deciding to go ahead and go for a very strong 2-base push. Oh, a little bit of movement here from the Phoenixes. He's going to move into the natural base, lifting off yet another SCV. Good little map awareness from Iaguz to spot these units out. But this is quite the army from Iaguz. Let's look at the army supply, people. 39 to 54. Big supply advantage, in fact, army supply-wise for Iaguz. And this is going to be a very powerful push. Timing it very nicely with Stim. Timing it nicely as well with +1. This is the point, again, where Seed is transitioning here. So, oh man, this is going to be a little bit worrying here for Seed. 2 Archons and a decent amount of Zealots is definitely helpful. He does have Storm, too. So now he's going to go ahead and regroup with these 4 Templar. Good little time warp here by Seed. He does have enough energy for 4. Actually, only 3 Storms. Actually, doesn't have enough energy for Storm just yet. Actually, doesn't even have Storm. He's making more Archons. So just Charge Lot Archon here for Seed. And Iaguz deciding to not attack into it. So he'll go ahead and just control the Watchtower. I like this decision from Iaguz. He doesn't know if his opponent has Storm or not. And he's not 100% confident that he can actually kill this army. If you're not 100% certain, then just don't attack. And we're going to have the engagement actually happening from Seed. He's going to move forward. Guardian Shield being popped up. Iaguz trying to move back, pulling off the SCVs to go ahead and take some damage. 100 supply to 109. Seed seems to have a lot of units, though. The SCVs coming in a little bit late here from Iaguz, but he's going to move forward. And Seed is going to make the smart choice. Does not want to engage into it. We're just going to fall back, get additional Zealot Warpins, getting Storm, getting +2 armor. Actually, +3 armor, so an advantage in terms of upgrades absolutely in the favor of Seed. And this is either going to make it or break it from Iaguz. The SCVs need to be in the front, though. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Good force field placement here by Seed. Stimming is going to be Iaguz. We see 64 supply to 93. Phoenixes are going to go to work onto these medevacs. I think Iaguz has been broken. He is going to fall into the third game in this best of 7, and the good game towel.